So, you guys, we have amazing business in our hands. So, let's jump into our training and we'll talk more how to do it. Let's go. First steps. Like I said, 100% responsibility. Don't wait for somebody to come and build this business for you. Build it for yourself. This is your business, right? It's amazing when you have leaders up for, on top of you. They're helping you build your business. And if you're a leader here, you have to help your team, right? Please help your team because if you're not, I'm gonna kick you, right? You have to help your team. If you want to have a strong team, if you want to create a momentum that doesn't stop, take 100% of your responsibility. This is your business. It's not mine. You're not building the business for me. You're building business for yourself. I would never think with my husband that we brought more than 20,000 people in less than 3 years in the company, in our organization. We never think we're building for our uplines. We think only we're building it for us. This is our team. This is our business. You know what? I'm blessed. Whoever is above us, or, they have great people in team, but this is my business. And whatever is after me, left or right, it's mine. So know your why. This is so important, and I will always talk about it, right? You can think of a dream. What is your dream? Where you want to be, right? If you would have all the money in the whole world, what would you do? And that's when you start writing your why, when you're, really think about what if you had all the money, right? Whatever, and you could do whatever you want. Where would you go? What would you do? Who you would help, right? Think about that. You gonna don't put yourself in a box like, oh, I'll just buy a new car. I'll just, I need a home. Like really dream, start dreaming again, right? Start thinking like who you want to be, who you want it to be when you were younger, right? If it's amazing what comes into your head, what places you want to visit, who you want to help. It's just unbelievable what happens in your mind when you start thinking, when you start dreaming again. And I want you to start dreaming again. I want you to really start dreaming again for yourself, for your family, for your children, what you want for them, what future you want for them. And you know what? It's amazing what happens. So everybody has a different why, right? My why, yes, I want a new car, I wanted a new home, I want to be financial free, but I knew that I wanted a lot for the kids, right? But my biggest why was it was my children when I joined. And I knew that if I would have financial freedom and time freedom, I would be with my kids, as I always dreamed of. And today I have that. And today we have thousands of people who have that, right? So why did you choose Trevorium? That's the thing that you have to write down. Write your whys, right? What you want when you have, let's just write your dream down. And then why you choose Trevorium. I love asking those questions when people join the company. I always ask like, so why did you choose Trevorium? Oh, I want money. A lot of people want money at the beginning, but I want you to really write down what you're gonna do with those money, right? Because that's exactly what's gonna motivate you. So you'll have all the money. Let's just say I'm giving you $1 million. What are you gonna do with it, right? This is what you have to write down. So have a why that you can only achieve through success at Trevorium, right? When you think about your why, it has to be so big that you will understand that only through Trevorium, building Trevorium, you will have it. So that also really helps. So number one, before you start working, write down your why. It could be so long. Your list can be so long, right? But you have to have a top three that makes you cry, right? Top three that would push you go forward, that would push you, that would wake you up when you don't want to do it, when you don't want to make those phone calls, when you feel like you're done for the day. You're gonna do it because why? You have a list. Because why are you doing this business? So number one, put yourself, write your why. This is my why, right? This was my why I joined the business. Today I have a lot of different other whys, but this is where I started. This is what pushed me go, forward. This is what I was unstoppable. I'm still unstoppable, right? But when you have your big why, I wanted to see my kids, right? I didn't see them. I was so busy. So you have to know your why, and the why needs to make you cry. Make a decision, set a goal, and don't look back, right? Set a deadline, achieve your goals. When you want to be a one-star director, when you want to be a two-star director, and just don't write it and sit and wait for the magic to happen, right? You have to take action. You have to go to work and you have to do it. You have to do it. Like I said, you have to be consistent every single day. You have to do what you have to do. And we'll talk about what you have to do. And what do you have to do, right? Make a list of 100 people, 150, right? I'm actually starting this new challenge. So, Andy, and I will ask who wants to join. I will walk you through. So, JP, that's what I was thinking about you. I wanted to personally invite you. So, we will a list of 150 people, at least of 150 people. I was recently talking to one guy, and it was very funny. He's in network marketing also, and he said, you know what, when people tell me I don't have people, I don't know who to invite, I ask them, do you live under the bed and your dad and mom was giving you food under the bed? You don't know anybody? We all know people, right? Really sit down and write, and but you actually have to write it down on the, get a book, a notebook, a pen, and actually write down all those names. So at least 150. This is where your customers, partners, referrals will come from. This is your business. Again, if you're working in a coffee shop for me, right? What you gonna count? Yeah, you're ready. Love it. JP is ready. So you're gonna go through the list, right? Some people say, oh, I gotta recruit again. Anywhere you work, you recruit people. Anywhere you go, you're talking to people. If you're working at Ross, Walmart, Target, whatever, right? You have customers, they come and buy. My coffee shop, they would come and buy cups of coffee, right? Or whatever, cookies. People come. So if you want to make money in the business, any business you do, you have to talk to people. You have to share with the product that you have to start sharing with other people, right? Around you. So 100 names, 150 names and numbers. Don't prejudge in advance. A lot of people, most of the people, we think this one will do, this one won't do. She's good, she won't. Oh, she has her own business. She's rich. She doesn't need this business. You know what's crazy? Business owners are the first that comes into the business. The people that you think won't do it, they will do it. Trust me, it's my experience that people that you prejudge, they're actually the ones who's gonna join. So from this list, when we're gonna start working, right, or you start working with your upline, this is where your clients, partners, referrals will come from. One of the biggest things that people make a mistake, they don't ask for referrals. So when a person tells you no, great, thank you so much for coming, looking at this opportunity. Who do you know that would love to do this business? Can you give me two, three names, right? Or two, three contacts. That means that's a warm market, right? Because people know your friend. So when you're gonna call this person that you don't know, but your friend knows, they will trust you. If I know a lot of people want to go and work with cold market today, they're like, oh, I just want to go and talk to people outside. You can, but it is going to be harder for you and longer. It will take you longer to build a business and have success because you don't know those people. You don't have trust. They don't trust you. So very rare when people trust you and they join. So when you go out there, take referrals from people that tell you no today. And one of the coolest things that I noticed, I have actually people joining the business after I was asking them for a referral. They started writing it down and they're like, oh, I do have friends that like to travel. I want to join and I'll invite them myself. So you win either way. So number one, your why. Number two, 150 names of people. We're going to go through them. You're going to be an ambassador if you go through 150. Organize your first two meetings. So what happens, right? So when you write your list of 150, you have to call your upline or whoever can do a presentation for your friends and family. Or we have a schedule every week where you can invite those people, right? So what you do, you set up a date. So you can do that with your upline again, with the leaders, or you can go through our schedule for the week. You can take that schedule, look at it, choose the dates that you think works best for you, and start inviting for that day. Don't wait for somebody to, don't wait for the schedule to happen. If your upline leader can do it for you, we have a schedule every single day. All you have to do, just invite those people to those presentations. Again, presentation is just an information, right? All the work starts after presentation. So when you invite a person to a presentation, they look at the information. Don't forget to do a three-way call with the person. whoever you're working right above, because three-way calls, they work amazing. So 100 names of numbers meeting. Try to do at least every, I don't know, 3 meetings a week. Let's just say that. So Monday you invite for Tuesday. So when you have a meeting on Tuesday, I would just say how I do it, right? So Monday I invite people for Tuesday. On Tuesday, I know I have a presentation. I'm inviting people for Wednesday, right? I have that 30 minutes, 40 minutes window when I'm inviting. And when you start inviting correctly, the less you say, the better. And you can invite a lot of people in a 30, 40 minute window. You'll be amazed how much people you can invite. So if you spend like maybe 2, 3 minutes on the phone, and we will teach you how to do that. So you make a list, you organize 2 meetings or the schedule you choose, and all you gotta do, start invite. Set a goal of getting double digits, right? When you're inviting. So if you want to see one person on a Zoom, invite at least three, right? Somebody's always going to tell you, hey, I'm busy, whatever, something happened, they won't come. So I would invite always like 5, 8, 10 people. And I knew that I would have somebody on the Zoom. So all you have to do as you're, new partner in the company, you invite, we present, or your leader is presenting, right? So that's what I tell my new partners. I tell them, all you got to do, focus on inviting and let me present for you. Or here's the schedule that we have in our team. So the winner is the one who brings the most people in the presentation, wins the fastest, right? So people that win fast in Trevorio, they're the one who invites. It's a numbers game. Have fun with it, right? Enjoy your time, right? It's a process. People will say today no, tomorrow they'll say yes. Exactly the same people, but they will find you. So yes, launching your business is very simple, right? Your first step is very simple. Your why, very, very important. Again, write your why. Really sit down, talk to yourself, get yourself a cup of coffee, right? Or tea, whatever you like. Really think about your dream, what you want, right? And then everything else will just come with it, right? If you know your why, if you know where you're going, how is easy. So let's go next. You'll have two types of people. First, travelers, people that love to travel. We have like 70% in our team travelers. They love to travel. They don't build a business. They have their own jobs or businesses. They love it. They enjoy it. They're just traveling the world. But this is the people that will hold your whole organization. And then second category, positive, motivated, hungry people that want both, right? They want finances or they want both travel and finances. I have a lot of leaders that work today and they just want to work, right? They start traveling when they start making money. And my just a tip for you guys. Traveling is great. You gotta use the product. You have to know how it works, but don't get too excited because you have so much deals that you can travel and save a lot of money. Focus where you want to be. So celebrate every position that you rank. You rank 1 star, boom, go on vacation, right? Take that trip. You go, you become 2 star director, do exactly, but don't go before you start. You become 1 star or 2 star. Work, right? Make sure you tell yourself, I'm not gonna go anywhere at least I get to that second position, right? Me and my husband, we didn't travel anywhere until we got to ambassador position. The only trips we took True Trevorium, it was for our business. So when we became ambassadors, that's where we took, we sold our businesses and we took a very nice vacation. But we didn't go on a vacation where we would just leave our team and just, go have fun. We were working, we were consistent because we knew that if we go on vacation and we stop working with our team, our momentum will stop and I will have to start from beginning. Even if you have a team, trust me, network marketing is something, again, I will repeat myself. If you go on vacation, if you take time off, when you come back, you start from beginning. So be natural when you're inviting. Very important. A lot of people ask me questions, how do you invite? You know, I invite everybody different, right? With most of the time when I invite is just a conversation, like a very nice relationship, right? I mean, like very nice conversation that we have with the person. If it's my warm market, somebody that I know and it's very close to me, I would not invite them like, professional. Hey, listen, I have something like an opportunity that I want you to see. No, I would say, hey, listen, come on Zoom at 6 p.m. You got to see this. That's it, right? I'm like straightforward. I don't play around because if you sound like so professional, your friend's gonna think of you like, what is wrong with her, right? Like, what happened? Like, it doesn't sound like you. So be natural, be yourself, right? If I call my friends the last 5 years, and I never have time, I'm super busy. They know that I have my business. They know that I have kids, and I always talk to them. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Yeah, what's up, right? And we're done in 2 minutes. And I would call them right now, and I will say, hey. There's something I want you to see. They'll start asking you questions. What is it? Give me more information and the questions that you don't want to hear. So when you're fired up, when you invite fast, this is where the magic happens. I don't have time, but you have to look at this. I'll see you 6 p.m. I'll send you the link, jump on the board, right? And like, let me know what you think later. But you, girl, you got to see this. This is how you have to invite your friends. So be natural, be yourself when you're inviting, very important. Next, let's go next. Tracker, love it, love it, love it. And I'll talk about it a lot, right? Every training you will see mine. I talk about tracker, 100% squares, 100 names of squares, or today I'm changing it. It's gonna be 150 because I see great results. Um, Look this is for the tracker. What do you do? When a person actually comes and looks at the full presentation, that's only when you put their name, their contact, and whatever they said. Yes, no, they're thinking or they're negative, right? That's when you put them in that box. Or you can put it on your notebook, or you can have this tracker. I love to have fun, so I have posters all over my office. So I have a poster that has 100 squares, and I go through those 100 squares. I didn't go through all my 100 names and I became an ambassador. And I'll talk about that on our next training, but about duplication, how you can duplicate your team and then you don't have to work yourself, running around and finding all those 376 people to become an ambassador. But why this is so important? When you put your name or the person who invited you, you put them here, right? You put the date because you will have to follow up with them. And when you follow up with them, you have to know how much time passed. That's number one, why we track. Second, very important, you're going to see yourself doing it, and then you will see in your team that people do exactly the same thing. They'll call you and they'll say, oh, I'm so tired. I told everybody and everyone said no. Get the tracker out and look how much people they invited. All the people that told me they're tired, they told all their friends and family, not more than 50 people, 15. Most of it was 8 to 10. And I had a few people that showed me their tracker was 15 people. You guys, you didn't even do 30, right? I always say you want to be a platinum director, invite 30, right? That's my statistic, but usually people have more than three. They have 5, 7 people out of 30. But that's what I would say to you. If you're new in the business, you're starting this business, if you haven't invited 30 people, don't even cry that you're not platinum director, right? You have to invite 30. And if they said no to you, you can call them back with like a three-way call. You can call them back and don't feel calling them back. Maybe they're waiting for your call. Trust me, there's many times when people wait for your call when you'll call them back. So tracker, right? Track who you invite, what they say, when it happened, and what date. And then you will know when to follow up, and then you will know how much people you invited and what is your statistic. So in network marketing, statistic that's been 100% that works out of a 10 people that you invite, 2, 3, that would be your people. For some, it's more, for some, it's 1 out of a 10, right? Depends the environment that you're in or how people trust you. So that's why if people don't really trust you, it's good to, I always say the third phase, right? You invite them to someone else. So people, your friends, they listen to someone else better than you. And that happens to me too. I don't know why. I even had to invite people. I had to invite my own family to a third phase, right? So they would listen to someone else. And that's normal, right? That's what happens. So tracker, put it on your wall, use it, and you're going to see where you at, how much people you invited. And you will understand that, oh my gosh, I didn't even go through half of my list or less than a half a list of my people that I had to invite. So, key to success, recruiting, right? This is the key to success. You have to become good at inviting. Don't stress if you're bad right now. It's okay. It's a process. We all learn. I was very bad at inviting. I would say such a weird stuff when I was inviting my in my first network marketing. I was like, oh my gosh, like I would feel so embarrassed. Now I'm good. I think I'm professional, right? I pretty much anybody I invite, they're on my Zoom, right? Even if they don't want to be on my Zoom, they're on my Zoom, right? They will come and look at the information. And I became professional, but it took time. So if you fail, it's okay. When every time you fail, be excited because you are growing as a person, as a leader, you're growing, you're getting better. So it's okay to fail, but get better every time. Think what you said to the person, think what you said to a person who said yes, right? And use those same words when you're inviting the next person. So again, if you want to be successful, if you want to build this business, if you want to create that momentum in your organization, just keep inviting and teach your team to do exactly the same thing. Duplicate yourself. Read good books. That's another thing that will help you be very, very good at inviting, presenting, talking to people that are negative, right? When people say it's, it's a pyramid, I think it's ridiculous. Oh, I love it. JP, I know you're ready to work. Let's work. I love it. Oh, I love people with books. My husband, like, he goes crazy. I keep ordering, like, Amazon comes every day with a new book. Discipline. There you go. There you go, right? Look at that guy. Paycheck to paycheck. Oh, nice. Love it. There you go. He knows what he's doing. Reading personal development books can help you grow as a person, as a leader, and inspire you to take action and overcome challenges. You will face challenges a lot. You will face so many challenges, different challenges. But when you're reading, you guys, because you read different stories, right? Those books have different stories. These books, they teach you how to talk. They teach you what people went through before you. Even they even had even crazier stories than you went that you have, right? And another thing, like you will really read books about network marketing, right? What is network marketing? What's a pyramid, right? Because I think it's ridiculous. Honestly, I think it's even embarrassing when people tell today it's a pyramid. I think it's embarrassing for a person to even think that way. And with all the information that we have today, what's pyramid and what's network marketing, right? It has nothing to do, it's a completely different two things. So that's why when you're reading, it's not only for self-development, it's actually for you to be to know where you at, how it works, and like this is one of the books that I was reading in my first year. So I love them all. Take a screenshot if you want. And again, there's so many books. If you don't like to read, if you think you don't have time to read, trust me, you do have time because you're scrolling your Instagram and you find time for that. But if you think you don't, you can always listen, right? There's YouTube full of all of it. So, but again, very, very important. Promoting training events. Actually, put me in the chat who's going to our Orlando, Florida. I want to see. Put in the chat fire, I don't know, hearts. JP is going, right? So let me know who's going. I think that's exciting. You have to be there. When people ask me, like, do I have to be at Orlando? Don't even ask me if you have to be, right? Be there. If you want to build this business, if you're here, you don't even have to have a thought like, should I go? You have to, right? When we joined the business with my husband, we didn't even like every event that happened, we're there. And today we even go to Paris. My husband's gonna be in Paris and like this Saturday, right? I couldn't go because of my baby, but we would never miss events. This is something that will actually create momentum in your organization. And don't go there by yourself. Take people with you, right? If you don't have a team, take people with you who you know. Have fun together. But what is training or what is events? Everything is an event, right? Weekly trainings, events. Come, bring your team with you. It just makes me go crazy sometimes when I see people that want to build this business, but they don't invite their team, right? They don't text their team. They don't, I don't see on their Instagram or like whatever the groups they have that, hey, there's a training, you have to be there, right? You have to do trainings. You have to go come on weekly trainings. Three-way calls, it's a training, right? Because when you're in a three-way call and your leader is talking to your prospect, you're actually learning how she talks or how he talks, how they reply, right? What questions people ask, and you're learning. So everything is a training. When you're listening to a presentation and you think, oh, whatever, I heard about this before, right? And no, you didn't, right? Because if you don't do presentations, you don't know. You still have to learn. So when you're listening to someone, maybe 100 times already, you're listening to a presentation, you're actually learning because your brain's going to take all the information. And then when you're going to start speaking, you're going to do great presentation. So leadership trainings, we have ambassadors world tours. It's also an event. It's a training. So choose the ambassadors that you love, that you want to learn from and go, right? Go on world tours. We have travel points to apply and have the amazing trip. So very important. And yes, international and national, buy yourself a ticket. Be at Orlando, Florida. It's gonna be amazing, right? We're gonna have so much fun there. It's just something that you will remember for the rest of your life. And it's something that you don't have to be there alone. Bring your team with you. And for me, like every event, I always tell myself, my first event, I was like, I want to bring at least 20 people, right? My second event, I was like, I want at least like 40, 50 people. And every event, I will rank my amount, the number of people that I want to bring, my partners. And today I have, hundreds of people that gonna be in Paris. I can see the numbers on my back office, right? I have hundreds of people that are gonna go to Orlando, Florida from my team, only from my team. And why it happens today? Because I started from 5, I started from 10, 20, 40. But every time I go to event myself and bring my team to event, I come back, I have my business is booming. I have such a huge momentum because people are excited. They had 2 days straight up amazing training from all the top producers of the company. And this is what you want to have. And let's go next. I'm not gonna read through them. We have them on our Telegram group. They're pinned on the top. You can find them. But there's 10 scripts of how to invite a person if you don't know. And again, the best way to invite, how I personally think, the less you say, you win. And so if you look at the scripts, you don't see it anywhere that you can save. It's a travel, right? It's just very simple because again, if you talk to a person and you tell them too much information, you lost it, right? Because a person not gonna come. You have to talk to them, be excited, just say a few words and let them come and look at the full information. So you can do a screenshot or you can find it on our Telegram group. If you couldn't find it, just ask your leader. I'm sure they have it. Yeah, that's number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But different ways how you can invite. Again, be yourself is the best. And follow up. How to follow up with the person. I like to ask only 2 questions. When a person, he came to a presentation, they looked up information, I called them back. Call them back. Calling back is better than texting because a person, when you're texting, they can just say back off, right? Or they're not gonna reply. But when you're talking to a person, they hear your voice, right? They know you're excited. You can have a little conversation. So I asked 2 questions only. What did you like the most? Traveling or making money or both, And just close your mouth. Just listen, right? A lot of times when I, do a training with a person and like just, teaching them how to follow up and they're like, "Hey, how are you? What did you like the most, traveling or making money?" Oh my gosh, you know what? Larissa went there. Oh, that person went there. They saved so much and they're talking, talking, talking. And then like 10 minutes later, whoever was invited, they're like, "Hey, listen, I gotta go. Let's talk tomorrow." Right? So you lost that person. It doesn't mean he's not going to join, but that means that you lost that precious time. So when you're asking a person, what did you like the most, traveling or saving or making money, just listen what they're going to say. And when they reply, like, traveling is cool, that means they like to travel and they love the discounts that they saw. Or they, most of the time, like 99% of the people that when I personally was asking, they would say, well, it's cool, both is awesome. Like you can travel and you can make money. And what I noticed when people say, they say like the second part, like, money is good, it's nice, it sounds great, that means they're more interested in money than traveling. So that's something that just, really listen to a person, what they reply, what they tell you, because that's when you can actually focus talking about, what, money, right? Oh, that person, they've been here for 5 months, they became an ambassador. That person been here. We have a girl, right? She became an ambassador 2 months and 10 days. She worked hard. She worked hard. Did it work? Was it worth it? 100%. If you talk to her today, she's excited. She's like, it was so worth it. I could do it even faster. That's what she's saying today, right? But she was working, working, working. So again, follow up, don't talk a lot. If you are new, always put a person, whoever is helping you, your upline leader, put them on three-way call. If a person has questions or they're like not sure if they want to do it, just tell them, hey, listen, I just want to introduce you to someone. Give me a few seconds and just get that other person on three-way call and let your leader do the work for you. And then we'll have a different training how to follow up when a time goes by, like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You can also follow up with people again, the one that said no to you or they're thinking. So, top objections, powerful responses, right? When people say like it's a pyramid, I don't have time, I don't have money. It's very interesting. I just recently remember I met a girl, and we were talking, and she's like, you know what? I just tell people that, if you don't have money, go to your garage and sell something, And it's true. We all have something that we can go and sell and make some money and, get a membership, get a partnership. If you don't have money today and you're like 30, 40, 50 years old, there's a problem, right? You gotta do something about it. And I think it's the biggest problem, right? And if you've been working for like, let's say 5, 10 years and you don't have $370 to join a business and start making residual income and build organizations or, have this, that's a problem, right? If people think it's normal when you live paycheck to paycheck, it's not. And that's why today we have this opportunity where people can take it, run, and go paycheck to paycheck. There you go. How to stop living paycheck to paycheck. Ah, nice. Um, I think you know what, I'm gonna come look at your library, JP. You can come to mine. I love books. So yeah, again, take a screenshot. You can, take the words from here and just, reply to your people that when you're, and also print this so you have it on your with you. Put it on in your wallet or whatever. Because when people ask you questions, the best way for you to learn what to answer when you have it. Like I would actually print this when I was just starting the business and I would just read, to them like an answer because you're new, you get like, oh my gosh, some people get scared. So again, take a screenshot, read it, and like you learn how to answer. But again, if you're new, don't answer yourself. Ask your upline leader to do that for you. It will be more powerful and you will have better results when you have somebody actually answering those questions for you. And also remember, our friends, they know us as who we are. Like, let's just say me, right? I'm a baker, right? I bake cookies, I bake cakes. People knew me like Larissa, and all those cookies and cakes come with her together, right? And when I was start talking about hotels, oh my gosh, you're gonna make millions of dollars. I'm in travel industry. What kind of travel industry? What are you talking about? We were just talking a couple days ago, and you were baking cookies. So that's why I was using a third face, right? My leader who would come and do presentation for my friends, for my family, and it worked amazing, right? So always ask your upline leader to help you, and put them on three-way call. At Trevorium, you're in business for yourself, never by yourself. Very important. If you're building a business today, first of all, this business is serious, right? If you want to make $1 million, you have to look at this business like $1 million, right? It's a $1 billion business. At Trevorium, we all come for ourselves, our needs, right? I come here because I want to, whatever I want. I want to see my children, I want to have financial freedom, but I would never have what I have if not for my team, right? Because of my team, because I have amazing people in my organization, we all do little things, right? We all do the little work and we all work together and we build ourselves and we build each other up, right? And we build for each other. So you will never have success by yourself. If you think that I'm here, I'm the superstar, I'm not gonna help anybody, I'm gonna build this on my own, you will never have success because without a team, without a good relationship, without, having patience, helping people, answering their phone calls, do your best, do the best that you can. You will have amazing business, you will have amazing team, and you will have massive, massive success and team around the world. So again, you come for yourself here, but you're never alone. And that's another really cool thing. You will never feel that you're alone. You know what's funny? Recently, I had a conversation with my daughter, and like they've been homeschooled all their life. Well, whatever when they started the school, and this is first year they went to school, and the school is beautiful. I love the school, but it's hard for them. Like this is first time they have to meet, new friends, get new, like, connect with different people that they didn't know. So we had a little conversation with my daughter and she's like, Mom, like I don't have a lot of friends in school, like, and I want to have a lot of friends like you. And I'm like, what do you mean like me? She's like, well, you have so much friends with Trevorium, like all of them, like you're on the phone, you're talking to people, you have so much friends. And that's, and I was like, oh yeah, I do, right? So it's so amazing. At Trevorium, you will never feel alone. You will always have somebody to talk to, and it's amazing. So that's our training for today. And mindset reminder, most people will say no at first. Remember that, right? And that's okay. When people say no, that's okay. Keep planting seeds. But when you're planting seeds, you have to water them, right? Right? You have to call them once in a while because, when you're going to hear something like, oh, I told that person a year ago and he just, signed up with somebody else. Well, you should have called them at least a couple times through the year and just talk to them. What I did when I was building the business when we just started building the business, um, every time I would rank to a new position, I would just text all the people I invited and I would say, "Oh my gosh, look, I'm a one-star director." And like, "Oh, congratulations." That's what they will say. And I would not invite them to the business. I would just tell them. And I had one person when I became a three-star ambassador and I sent it to them and I would send like I'm a one-star director. This is how much I'm gonna make now, right? And like every position, the people that I knew, like my friends, and I shared with them and they said no. And they would actually like, oh, really? Like you're here still? I want to do it, right? So people will say yes to you. So it's okay when they say no. Look for people, go out there and look for people that say yes to you today. And those people that say no to you, trust me, they will come back and they will say yes. And they would ask, you won't have to go for and out look for them. They will come themselves. So consistency beats talent. You don't have to have, super talent to be in this business. Some people say, I don't have, I'm not talented. I don't know how to do this. I don't, we knew, no one of us knew how to build this business, right? But the cool part about it that you can learn, right? And how you will learn when you stay consistent and you're just doing same thing over and over and over and over again, you will become professional, right? I play piano. I was bad, right? I didn't even know the notes. I didn't know nothing, but I was playing, 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 and now I play, right? Same thing with violin. My kids, oh my gosh, those sounds in the morning, you go crazy, right? But now they're professional. They play so nice that like, oh, so we all start somewhere. Same thing here. You're gonna sound so bad, but you're gonna get so good that you're gonna say to yourself, thank you, right? I did it. So it's not who you know, it's who you become that attracts the right people. So go lead with confidence, invite with heart, and remember, every no gets you closer to a big yes. And I also love to say that every no knows a yes. So, because I love to take referrals, and when people tell you no, trust me, they know somebody who's gonna tell you yes. That's why I always take referrals. And when people tell me no, I will make sure that they'll give me a few people that I would contact. And another just a tip before we end our training, when people tell me no and I take referrals, if I call their people and like just say, let's just say JP, right? He's the only one rock star here. He opened his camera. Thank you. You're all awesome, but I love to talk to people. But so JP, right? Gave me, he said, I'm not interested, Larissa, not today. So I asked him, hey, JP, who do you know who would love to do this business? Can you please help me out? I'm doing this for my family. I want to have financial freedom. I want to have time to spend with my kids. They barely see me. They're growing so fast. They cry every time I come home. And like I feel so bad as a mom. Do you hear what I'm talking about? Right? I'm sharing my why with the person who's telling me no. So always share your why. That's why it's so important for you to actually write down your why, because you're gonna share that with your friends, with your family, whoever you're talking to. So you have to share your why. So I tell them my story. I tell them my why. JP is gonna say, "Yeah, sure," right? He's not gonna say no to a mom with 7 kids, right? I'm desperate. I'm hungry. I need to build this business. So he's giving me like just say, a few phone call. I mean, few contacts. When I call his friends, listen again, you guys. That's gonna make. Well, there's two ways that can happen, but most of it is success. So when I call that person and let's just say, hey, JP told me like you love to travel and savings, or you're looking for extra income. There's something I want you to see. Can you jump on Zoom this time and I'll show you, right? So if the person tells me yes, what do? I call JP right back and I tell him, hey, your friend Mike, let's just say his name is Mike, right? Mike just said yes, he wants to join. I just letting you know because if you want to do it before him, he's gonna go under your D, he's gonna be your partner. I have partners that today with that story that they join because they say, wait, Mike said yes. Yeah, enroll me and put him under me, right? So you're winning, right? And it's amazing. You know what's crazy? Most of that's our training for tonight. So I'll just close the window so I see some faces. Natalia is here. I didn't see Natalia. Alona. Oh, thank you. The magic happens, right? Most of the people that tell you no, it's not because they're afraid they don't want to do this business. They're afraid that they won't find three, right? Even that I tell you, like most of the people, they will join if they knew 100% they will find three. Even that if you pay for this business, or I mean for the membership, or you don't pay, you win either way. But if a person wants to build this business, the most of the time when he tells no, it's because he's afraid or she's afraid where I'm gonna find those three. So if I do that for JP, right? I tell him like, hey, Mike wants to join your friend. JP's going, oh, I need only two more, right? So you help him already. So I have people in my organization today that they're amazing leaders only because I took the referral, I called their friends, and now they're in business and all those friends with them together. So take referrals, do your work smart, right? Don't work hard, work smart. And that way you will always have people to talk to, right? You don't have to go out there and meet cold market. Even that you do, right? I believe that 10% out of the number, look, so if you have a list of 100 people, 10% has to, you always have to add 10% every month. The people that you meet every day, right? Just go out there and meet somebody. You don't have to share the information with them, but you have to add that new contact to your list. And that's something we're going to talk about when we start the challenge. But Svetlana, I see your hand. Uh, so yeah, take referrals, be thankful for yes and for no. And when you're cool about it, like if you hear no, awesome. You hear yes, awesome, right? And you will feel so confident. You will know that, you know what, this is a process. I'm looking for my diamonds. I'm looking for champions. I'm looking for people that want to build this business with me. I'm running to my goal and I'm gonna win, right? Always think that way. Don't think like, I'm so tired, everybody's no, there's people around me all negative. If you're going to start thinking that way, you will attract those people, right? So always think positive. Uh, Trust yourself, believe in this business, know your why. Again, your why needs to make you cry and you will win. All right, Svetlana, your time to talk.
Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry it's too dark. My son is in the bed already, but I can't turn on the camera. But I want to share my story. First, thank you for the amazing training. Everything you say is from your experience, and like you're guiding us. And I want to say, like you said, like don't prejudge people. My story, Katerina Babushkina invited me, and like 100%, even like 1000%, I said, I'm only for traveling. I'm not gonna do business here. I like to travel. Right now I'm traveling 13, 15 times a year. And if someone offers me to travel, not lump amount of money but small installments, and especially once in your lifetime inviting 3 people and at no cost, I will be there, but no further 100%. And Kate said like yes, and she didn't like insist much, but like I have law education before joining. Honestly, I studied the legal part. I studied like the hotels and everything. And but later when I attended the conference in Las Vegas, and this is also very important, and I found out that there is inheritance and passive income, making them long story short, right now, I'm 3-star director. Only me and my team brought to Katerina Babushkina 230 people. And if you think 376 is too much, no, you need just to find diamonds and never ever prejudge people. Thank you, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Svetlana. Anybody else want to share their story? But it's true. Like I always say, out of 10 personal partners, I became a 3-star ambassador, not a 3-star director, ambassador. Why? Because my goal was not to go out there and do all the sales myself. My goal is still today to create leaders, to create people that would go out there and do exactly the same thing. Just find 10. Don't do it more, right? If you do it more, great for you, right? I'm happy for you. I'm happy for me. But you don't have to, right? So here's the thing, like when we're focusing on like, whoever comes into my business, my goal is to help them to have success. My goal is to make sure they're winning, right? And the problem is with a lot of people that I want to help them, but they don't listen, right? They do it their way. They want to go with the cold market or they want to do it this way. And then they say like, why do I don't have success? Well, you have to listen to your leader. If a person, they're where you want to be, listen to them, right? I'm not talking about me. Just forget about me. Don't listen to me right now. I'm talking about anybody who has success or they have a position that you want to have. Listen to them. If they're telling you don't be afraid to talk to your people, go talk to them, right? You will have success. You will find those people around you. There's not even 1 month or 1 week passes by when I have a call from somebody. Oh my gosh, my friend is in the business and like that girl invited her. Well, why don't you invite her? Well, I thought she didn't want to do it. Well, don't call me back. The company's not going to give her back to you, right? Your friend did the work, right? So here's the problem. You think that people around you will not join. And you know what's crazy? People around you joining. And I see that today, every single day, every single month. I see that not one, not two, not three people that call me and they say, I told her first. Or, my friend, like, I thought she won't do it. Now she's here. Should I call her and tell her to join me? No. You know what? You lost her, right? You should have do it. So that's why I'm telling you, don't prejudge. Everybody, go fast through the list because we are booming in United States. I'm telling you, we're booming like crazy United States right now. That because when we joined the business, Natalia, I saw you. You're gonna be next. When we started the business with my husband, most of our team is Russian speaking community, and we had a lot of strong leaders in Europe and in Kazakhstan, so we were spending a lot of our time there. And now we're building here, in Canada. Yes, Svetlana, Canada, United States. You guys, you can't even imagine what's happening around the world right now with Trevorium. It's insane. And like I said, don't forget, people are losing jobs everywhere. People are working at two, three jobs today, and they're hungry for opportunity. I meet moms outside at the park, anywhere I go. And if you talk to them, they all talk about my husband doesn't have enough money. We're struggling with bills. We're struggling with this. We're struggling with this. You have a blessing in your hands to give it to them. So I tell people that I meet outside, even moms, I'm like, you know what? I have something for you, but it's your decision. If you want to take it, you can take it. If you're not, don't blame me, right? So you have to be straightforward. When you're talking to a person, don't be afraid to talk to them straight up. Don't be afraid to give them because something that you have, they don't have. They don't have residual income. They don't have those 10, 25, 70, $140 a day coming every single day to them. You do. So why are you so afraid to make those calls, right? Why are you so afraid what people are going to think about me, right? I love this. Last thing I'm going to say, Natalia, your time, and then we'll end. I was listening to this amazing mentor just, this week, and he said, he was doing a training about inviting, and he's like, you know what? If I will give you a $50 million right now and I'm going to put it on your bank account and I'm going to say, that's your money, do whatever you want with it. It's cash, right? What would you think what people think about you when you invite somebody to a presentation? You wouldn't care, right? And that's the thing, like your mind has to be that way, that you're already winning. Your mind has to be that you're already an ambassador, you're executive chairman. You have that opportunity that you want to go run around and give that to other people. So when people ask me, how do you feel today about Trevorium? How do you feel about whatever? People say negative things about you or, your husband or about this business. I don't care. Why? Because nobody's gonna come and pay for my bills. Nobody's gonna come and pay for my kids' education. Nobody's gonna come and put milk on the, in my fridge, whatever, right? Nobody's gonna come and do it for you. Why? Because they have their own families to provide, right? For they have their own families to take care of. So why would you care what people think if you have to think for yourself? We are adults here. Plus, we're not doing any pyramids. We're building a real business. We're dealing with Marriott, Hilton, all the airlines, all the hotels in the whole world, five-star hotels, resorts. We're traveling the world. We're saving money. What's there to be embarrassed of? You gotta love this business. You have to be so on fire. You have to go out there, run around, and tell everybody, you guys, if you don't join, you're crazy, right? That's how you have to think. And last, you have to be so 100% sold to this business. You have to know what you have. You have to know that it works 100%. You have to love what you do. And when you talk to people, control the conversation. This is so important, right? When you talk to a person, if people tell you, oh, it's a pyramid. No, it's not, right? Be straightforward. Make sure you have the confidence inside of you and people will follow you. People want to follow leaders. People want to follow strong people. If you're sitting there and crying, if you're in the business already and you're crying to people, who's going to follow you? Nobody's going to follow you. People want to follow a strong person. People want to follow somebody who's, you know what? Just imagine who you want to follow. Somebody who's crying or not really 100%, think that they're here, or somebody who's here 100% and people feel that. People know you, right? People, even the ones that don't know you, they will talk to you. They will know, you know what? She is on
Oh,
fire.
right.
Follow her. So be on fire, build this
She's
business,
explaining.
win, and you will win. Natalia, I know you're on fire too. So
Yeah,
you're
I'm on fire, and right now I just want like short on this on Zoom before, and right now on training, it's my neighbor, my left
ah,
house, neighbor.
so
I
neighbor.
want to give as an example. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. And what it's an example. Sometimes just people around us everywhere, and we think too much. And she made me laugh a little bit after Zoom. She's like, do I need to go to Walmart and talk with people? How you sell it? So I say, it's easy. Go listen to Larisa, and after I will teach you everything. So I will tell you this: you will never be alone in this business. Larisa and Igor, it's amazing leaders who we need just follow. You will do step by step, and it's a great leaders who teach me everything, and I'm just following step by step after them. And I'm 3-star director at this point. And I know I will be 3-star ambassador and I will be executive chairwoman because I never will quit because it's Travarium is too legit to quit. Thank you so much for everyone who been here. Bye bye.
Thank you, Natalia. Yes, you know what I say? If you don't know who to invite, go to 7-Eleven, right? Go to gas station and just tell that person, sit down and I'm gonna show you how to build this business. So yeah, there's people everywhere, you guys. So you can win if you want it. So know your why, build a list, and make it happen. Svetlana, yes.
A very, very quick word, but like it helps to my team when people are afraid to invite. I usually say, if you don't invite your friend, it will be me or my team. Your choice is always.
It's so true. I'm telling you. I think that's one of the things that have to motivate you invite people because like when you think about it, like, oh my gosh, if I didn't invite, like my somebody will come and invite. And I had a call just this week when a person said, you know what, this girl came to this state, that girl came to that state, she's inviting all my friends. And I'm like, well, it's up to you, right? Don't wait for somebody to come and invite because they will. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's been an hour. I don't want to hold you, and my baby is waiting for me, but I'm so excited to be back. Stay tuned. We're gonna start this amazing challenge soon, and I'm getting a team together where I want to lead you. I want to, I just want to hold your hand and make sure you're winning. So this is for the newbies. I call them newbies, right? The new partners or been here for some time. You don't see the success that you want. You're not a two-star director. I'm gonna be your guide where I want you to have success. I want you to win in this business. So if you're willing to do what I'm gonna tell you, then say yes when I'm gonna put it in a chat in our chats. You will see. Anyways, so I would love to work with you as long as you want it, because if you want it, then we're gonna win together. All right, have a great night, everybody, and I will see you on our next Zoom. Good night.